over we go to Robert J. Moore.
So I basically did the introduction. I'll just brief it again so you know. I mean, I was a bad boy when I was growing up, drug addict, alcoholic. I'm 19 years clean and sober now, and 17 years in out of prison. I was working for the bikers and the mob, and I thought that was the way to go because it was filling a void. A lot of people, when they're entrepreneurs, they want to go to this meeting or that group, or they want to do this and they want to go there. Oh, Tony Robbins in town, better go see him. The reason why we want to do that is because we know they're becoming successful. They know they do things, but we want to be there too, but we want to catch all the stuff everybody's doing. So the problem is, though, if we scatter ourselves too much, we end up just being scattered. We're not focusing on one thing. We tell people, oh, we're doing this, and doing this. And then it's like, where's your brand? What does your brand actually physically do? What's your mission statement? So I teach people their structure and their foundation. When Marianne first came to me, she says, I would love to be in Forbes. I'd love to be in these top magazines. I said, that's great. I said, I'll keep that in mind. So when I got in Forbes, I made sure I put her in Forbes with me. And then she went in on her own, and then she started blossoming to all these other places. So this is the biggest thing. And not only that, hey, listen, people grow and grow and grow. But here's the biggest thing. If you forget to bring people to bring with you, I was already at top. I was at the top, and I forgot to bring people with me. At least I felt that way. A lot of people said they were with me, but I feel in my heart, body, and soul I forgot to bring people because I got lonely. And that was a publishing company that I sold. After 500 books, I did. And so what I did was I opened this one up. Believe it or not, I opened this one up in February, Next Level Coaching. I opened that up in February. Now, since I opened up, because of my recognition, I've been featured in Forbes again. I just become the finalist in the Canadian Choice Awards, so one of the top Canadian businesses in my area. That's pretty darn cool, man. And I also got from Forbes Awards the Legacy Award as a coach. So I said, you know what, this is powerful stuff. God's actually blessing me. And I'll remember a time when I was in Forbes, I didn't want to go in Forbes. I said, why do I need to be in Forbes? I'm already at the top. And then Marianne kept focusing me and said, well, there's two reasons why. One, to show people that you're doing it the proper way. And for the other, so your clients can't keep up with you. She goes, because if we pass you, then what good are you? So stay alert. So I always study. And do things so that people understand that I'm not just stagnant. I always grow. Now, right now, I'm going to tell you something right now. I figured, okay, well, a lot of people may not be able to afford me. I'm not overly expensive. I try and help people out with their budget, try and go with their budget and everything else, try and work with them. There is a cost to working with me one-on-one, and I'm very direct. Very direct. I care more about your business than your emotions. That's one thing I will say. But when it comes down to it, I put together a new program, a new branch to my program. That new branch is like 250 courses. It talks about your SEO, talks about your online media, talks about different things. I got a lot of people speaking on it, a lot of people putting the videos together. You get certificates afterwards. And you know what? It's very affordable for anybody who's an entrepreneur. The highest one is like 3 hours long. It's $177. The lowest one, I think, is like 35 minutes or 45 minutes, and it's like 45 bucks. I keep it affordable so you guys can go in there and enjoy it and enjoy it. But the special deal is I got coming up is, and I'm going to put out an email and everything about that, is if people take 3 courses in a period of 2 or 3 months, I'm actually going to go in there and give them a free hour's worth of me personally. You know what I mean? Work with them for an hour, try and structure them, try and help them out, try and guide them. You know what I mean? I don't care if they take $47 and then $47 or $47 ones. I don't care. I want to work with people. I love working with people. I love giving people the structure. And I never tell people, hey, listen, this is the way you need to go. I listen to them, and I want to hear what they are doing. Like there's a lot of things that my clients wanted to do and I didn't agree with on the inside. But you know what? It's not about what I want. It's about what they want. So let's help them get there and structure them. I'm the kind of guy who will surprise you on a daily basis. You know what I mean? You'll never know what's coming. Now, to be different, all right, to be authentic and everything else, to be different, I watch all the other coaches around. I see what they're doing. All right. Now, if you don't see me on Facebook, so say, or LinkedIn or something for a period of a couple of weeks, I'm coming up with something big. Because when I come back in, I'm going to sit there, launch it, and I'm going to tell people about it, just like I'm doing right now. And not only do I have these courses, listen, everybody, I've actually been endorsed by Satish Verma, the CEO of Think of Grow Rich. He endorsed me. You know what I mean? So, I mean, I got a lot of people that I spend time with and I really adore. I asked him personally because there's a lot of self-help stuff in the programs I do. It's a lot of self-reliance, a lot of SEO stuff, a lot of website stuff, a lot of stuff to build your stuff up in business. It's a lot of different stuff in there that I've been working on, putting together for you guys. I do it for my benefit because my benefit is to see you actually grow. If I'm watching someone and I sit there and see that they understand what I'm saying, God bless you, man. That's sweet. Because I know growing up, there was 5 people that could tell me one thing once, and I couldn't understand it. All of a sudden, one person came by and simply said it very simple. Boom, I got it. It is so easy like that to do. So that's why I put accumulation of different people on this website to teach, do the voiceovers and everything else on to help me out. 250, but also all the stuff when I'm talking right now, stuff is being automated right now because I do a lot of automation, a lot of automation. I don't have to go and hire the staff to do this, and this, my marketing, because it's all automated now. I can go out there and post things and they'll post at 7 o'clock, 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, whatever. And it's all the things I want, the pictures, the write-ups and everything else. And the reason why I do that is to keep up because I can't keep up as one person. You need to help. Now, do I need to hire a bunch of people or do I need to just do automation? At this time of the game, automation seems to be the way to go because I use a lot of AI. I'm AI certified now. Marianne could tell you some of the things I do. Says, how the hell do you do that? She says, and I said, got to learn all the different coding and everything I do on the sides. Some of the things even my mom, she sits there and says, I don't know how you do this stuff. And I said, well, it takes time to learn it, to structure it. But look, the last time we had the pandemic come, I put a 0 on the end of my paycheck. A lot of people were sitting there saying, oh, I don't have money, can't do this and can't do that. But when they know the value's there, they come to you. They can find the money no matter what if they know the value's there. So always make sure you're giving that solution to their problem. Listen, I got all my education. I'm going to tell you something. This is a little neat trick I've learned. All right, and it's huge actually. I've got my social service worker diploma. I got my dictionary degree, my BA in psychology, my master's in counseling psychology, my harm reduction, mental health crisis, and 2 honorary doctorate degrees. Now listen, I could talk to you about psychology and stuff like that all day long. It will bore you. I guarantee a lot of people will lure off and walk away. But if I talk to you how to build your business, how to bring that problem that you're facing with the marketing or the structure, if I talk to you how to utilize my skills that I've learned and utilize them into you and teach you how to build yourself bigger and better so that maybe next year you won't need to have that personal coach and maybe you could outgrow me and get another coach, that is the way it goes. I don't mind if people outgrow me. But the thing is, good trying, because I'll tell you right now, I will continue learning, taking courses at a very high end, because I do not ever want to be the smartest person in that room, because if I'm the smartest person in that room, I get the hell out of there, man. I don't want to be there. Les Brown taught me that. You know, I used to coach his daughter for years, Les Brown's daughter. I coached a lot of high-end people and a lot of people that were structured. I've seen people go from millions of dollars down to bankruptcy and then back up to 6, 7, 8 figures. And I've seen it myself with my own eyes, and I've helped these people do it. And here's the funny thing. if you're sitting there regretting the stuff that you're doing, then you need to sit down and have a structured talk with someone to figure out where you're doing this wrong and what's going on with you. Because if you're feeling guilty about what you're doing, you need to change it. You know what I mean? When a guy like me sits there and talks to you, I'm going to tell you straight up forward, hey, listen, you're not doing this, this, or this, but you need to work on that or that. Um, I went through it myself. I was not going to learn unless someone actually spit it out there for me and told me, hey, this is what's going on. I was used to being, around the rough, tough people. You know what I mean? Like straight out. I mean, I'll tell you right now, Mary Ann's like a sister to me. She's like a twin to me. She's a lot of people say that must be your sister. I said, no, why? Say that. She goes, well, she talks a lot like you, says it as it is. And I said, well, here's the thing. The reason why she does that is because she knows what she wants in life and where she wants to go. She doesn't sit there and wait for it to happen. Those people that keep sitting there saying, well, maybe next week I'll start off by doing this and doing that. No, start now. What do you mean next week? Why are you procrastinating for? Get off your ass and do it now. You don't, the ones that do things aren't sitting on the couch playing Nintendo games. I'll tell you that right now. You can read a book while you're sitting on the couch or whatever. That's fine. Or put an audio book in while you're driving. Do what you need to do. If you want something, I can guarantee it will happen, but you have to have the heart, body, and soul for it. So you got to really want something. I tell people it's an 18-inch rule from here to here, because I'll tell you why. If you're sitting there with your face underwater, what are you dreaming of? You're wanting your air, right? So, okay, well, if you want air as bad as you want your dreams come true, put it from your head to your heart, put the emotion behind it, and drive it, because then you'll get it. If you put money into something, I guarantee you're going to work harder than getting it for free. Don't ever get it for free, and don't ever work with someone that is one of your best friends, because they're not going to be so kind to you. They're just going to be, oh yeah, don't worry, it's okay, it's okay. It's not okay. You mess up, you mess up. You get own up to it and get on with it. You know what I mean? Jack Canfield told me that one. So take accountability for what's needed, and you'll be better off. If you did wrong, go let the world know. Let them know you're not perfect. I want to say Merry Christmas to everybody, and I really hope you make your dreams come true, and I'm always here if needed. Always here if needed. If you want to get a hold of me, it's Robert J. Moore. You can't miss me. Google me. You can find me. I'm all over the place. Or if you're on Facebook, Robert J. Moore, or Next Level Coaching, or Unlock Next Level is my website where all the courses are. I'm still finalizing and ticking things off and putting new courses in there. I'm trying to put another AI course in there right now. Hopefully I get done before the day, because I'm taking off for a Christmas party today in Burlington, Ontario. And then I'm coming back Sunday, and then I have to get ready for the other birthday coming. Then at the same time, I got to get ready for another Christmas. So we're having fun. Thank you so much, Mary Ann. I tried keeping it sweet.
I
mean,
know it's really
I could talk for hours.
I was like, wow, that's really short. Usually we go when we have I've been incredibly stupid busy. Like this business of right before I've got listings, I've got some stuff closing next week too, and it's been insane. But when we do it, like it's not a short conversation. So this was super short, but so good, right? Such great nuggets. And yeah, he's taught me a lot. And I learned a lot from him and from Lori, and both of them. That's actually how I started with Robert.
Hey,
Was
Lori and I used to own a partnership together. We used to work together and do teachings.
great. It was amazing. And yeah, so really, really great. So Robert, what's next? What do you want to tell us about that's coming up in the new year? What do you got? What kind of project?
Well,
The part that you can
I have
talk
a
about.
lot. I have a lot of things coming up. A lot of things. I'll stick with just the courses right now, and I'm going to surprise people as they go. That I'll pick random people here and there that I want to. They start picking in the courses. I'll see what courses they're actually picking up on, and what courses are actually looking at doing. And when I see it on the back end, and when I see it happening, maybe I'll jump in and email them and say, "Hey, listen, how would you like to jump on a free call?" You know what I mean? Just randomly. And I don't mind doing stuff like that. Give them an hour free, let them know, hey, listen, let's see where your structure's at. Let's see what's best suitable for you. Let's see how we can get you back out there. Or if you've never been out there, let's see how we can get you out there. One thing I'll talk about is branding. I'll talk about the fact of marketing. I know how to reach those top people. I know how to get out there and do things in the right level. I know how to get you on podcasts. I'm the kind of guy that you know, I don't talk it. I walk the walk. I walk the walk, and I tell you, if I say I'm doing something, you better be sure I'm doing it. Hey, Marianne?
Yep, that's true.
You know what I mean? I don't just like to sit there and say, "Oh yeah, I'm going to do this and do that." I don't dream that like that. I'm too small to dream. I'm too big to dream small. Pardon me. It went the backwards way. You know what I mean? Like I dream big, and you got to have a vision board. Put it down. I'll tell you one thing. In chapter 2, I think you'll grow rich. Okay, I'm going to tell you a little something. If you're listening to it, they'll talk about the fact. Okay, if you want something, put a date to it. So hypothetically, years ago, I said, okay, May 29th, I want to have $1 million. Okay, May 29th. So it's about the same time it is now, November, December area. And it's only 6 months away, roughly 5 months away. I'm thinking, okay, well, how am I going to do that and make $1 million in 5 months? Well, you don't focus on what the money is. You focus on the passion. You focus on what you're going to give up, how you're going to get there, how you're going to structure it. And that's what taught me about structuring. That's what taught me about different things. I made that goal. I made that goal happen. Many times over, I did that goal. And straight forward, I'll tell you, man, you have to look at what you're actually going to give up for that. So I give up a lot of sleep. I gave up. I was up 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, still working. It didn't matter what time of day it was. I was working. I was getting things done, structuring things. I was making sure that people understood that here comes Robert, man. Here I am. And it wasn't the fact of I was getting in your face saying, buy me, buy me, buy me. I was actually giving a lot of stuff away for free. And the reason why I was giving things away for free is because if you can get that for free, imagine what it is when you hire me, how much you get. I mean, Marianne's been with me for what, 5.5 years or something. You know what I mean? So that's
Something
about,
like that, yeah.
yeah, 5.5 years now. And I mean, she's amazed half of the shit I do with her, you know? And it's just, I like to surprise people. I really do. I like to surprise people. I don't know how, half the time, like, people don't realize they're in Forbes with me. And I just say, hey, by the way, you don't even know you're in Forbes yet. What do you mean? What do you mean I'm in Forbes? Well, I mentioned you in Forbes. And it's like Marianne said, you did what?
Like, I don't have time to process that. Wait on. I'm late for my next Zoom. What? Say what?
I like doing things like little surprises like that and different awards. I mean, she's been nominated for a few awards this year, and there's a good chance she could win. She's actually a judge on one of the panels now, and it's amazing. It's amazing the stuff that happens when you're not actually thinking about it happening to you, because you're always so busy helping other people, you forget about helping yourself, and that you guys got to maintain that. I got so sick one time when I was doing the Guinness World Record. I almost died. I literally was in the hospital for 10 days. My heart was enlarged and I had irregular heartbeat, and they were calling it COVID. I was spitting up a lot of blood. I had, magnesium in my pee. It was like, holy cow, man, I was sick. I had double pneumonia at the same time. It was like, wow, what was going on here? So it was scary. It was scary. But then I realized, okay, well, I got to look after me, and I got to make sure I'm covered in different areas so that way I could be there for the people when needed. I've helped, it's been estimated I've helped over 200,000 people. And I bet you that's a low level there. One of the lowest levels. And the reason why I say it is because I helped a lot of people through group coaching, a lot of people individually. I used to be a therapist. I've helping people like crazy, like dealing with grieving and all that. Now, I'll tell you, in a few days from now, it's my brother's death date. And he'll be like 20, 22 years, 23 years deceased. But also, before you judge me on that one, I also have another brother. It's going on in April. He'll be 7 years deceased. And then I have another brother. He'll be in March. He'll be deceased 5 years. So I have 3 brothers that died of an overdose. 3 brothers. What's the odds of that? I couldn't show by example good enough because they were so intrigued to what they were doing. They loved what I was doing. They wanted me to get up on stage. My own brother told me, kick that guy off stage, get back on there. You were amazing. I said, I can't do that. It might be my event, but I asked the people to be up there for a reason. You know what I mean? You can't just get up there and speak all day and not have other people speak. So I'll probably have an event coming up soon too, where people can get on with me and do some speaking.
We'll make
Uh,
more announcements later. Maybe you could
yeah,
put your website into the chat on
yeah,
the.
I'll do this stuff when I get off here. I'll do that for
Okay,
sure.
cool. Thank you
I'll,
so
I'll,
much.
and
I know
no
you have to
worries.
go. I
I'll
know you
talk
have
to you
to go.
later on. I'll wave at you when I drive by.
Yeah, you literally have to drive by my place to get to your mom's.
All
Okay,
right.
excellent.
Cheers,
Thank you
everyone.
so much, and we'll talk to you probably later today or tomorrow.
Yeah,
Probably
yeah.
not today because
I'm
I'm
not hard to
busy
get
and
hold
so
of.
are you.
All right. Cheers, everyone. Merry Christmas.
Thank you. Merry Christmas. Say hi to everyone.